goodness, you guys. Hello and welcome to my channel, Sims. Hello if you're new. Um, so we are getting story progression. What? So today we had not too long ago. I just finished watching the live that they did on Twitch, and we're getting story progression, and it's gonna be for the next update, and I am so excited. Oh my gosh. So here's they're calling it neighborhood stories. So it's basically the Sims 4 has so much that your Sims can see and do, leading to interesting and often unexpected life moments. All these life moments add up to something very important: life change at an individual level. My team and I have been exploring ways to carry the same kind of life change to the whole world of The Sims 4 through neighborhood stories. Neighborhood stories are a set of gameplay moments that all reveal around single purpose, bring more life to neighbors Sims that live outside the active household. Neighbor Sims refers to most of the non-player characters like NPCs, Sims in the game, not just ones who live on the same street as your household. Neighbor Sims excluded special NPCs such as the Grim Reaper. There's a lot we want to do to add more to life to Neighbor Sims, so we're rolling it out over more than one release. The first release focuses on Sims connected to your household, coworkers they've gotten to know, friends they've met at the gym or library, maybe the one Sim who welcomed them to the neighborhood with a fruitcake, which seems like a bold move, but to each their own, I guess. In the same way that your Sims change as they move through life, these neighbor Sims are getting some new life changes of their own, such as choosing a new career or having a baby. So, what's the neighborhood stories gameplay? Neighborhood stories begins with gameplay divided between life changes that your Sims can influence. Neighbor Sims to consider. Things neighbor Sims atomously consider, and some that fall in both categories. Whether they consider a life change autonomous. Oh my goodness, why can't I say this word? Autonomously. Beep. Or under influence for your Sims, neighbor Sims ultimately decide to initiate life changes themselves. That means these changes happen without any need to switch to another household. That is awesome. What if I don't want Sims to autonomously change? That's okay. Everyone has a unique vision of their Sims, and some of you have poured lots of time and love into multi-household, multi-generation saves. All along, we've worked with the explicit goal you choose how neighborhood stories affect your game. The two ways this happen are you direct one of your Sims to influence a neighbor Sim to consider a life change, or a neighbor Sims autonomously considering a life change will always call one of your Sims to ask for input before taking any action. You choose the outcome by directing your Sims to say yes, no, or leaving it up to the neighbor Sim to decide. Our interest is to empower you to decide if a life change makes sense in the story your Sims are living out, or to leave the decision up to the neighbor Sims altogether. Remember, these life changes actually happen, so they won't occur instantly. Neighbor Sims will keep your Sim posted with updates. Here's the full list of life changes. Autonomous or active Sims influence life changes. Neighbor Sims may consider these life changes independently, or your Sims can try to convince them to change their current career to a different one, have a baby with their partner if they are in a relationship where either Sims can become pregnant, hang out with other Sims to form a deep and friendly relationship. And autonomous only life changes. Neighbor Sims Excuse me. Neighbor Sims can only undergo these life changes independently, but they'll check with a Sim in the active household beforehand. They just need a little confidence boost. Or to be let down easily. Don't worry, they'll understand. Try to get promoted in their current career. Accept a marriage proposal if they are already engaged to another Sim. Neighbor Sims will not autonomously get married for now. Active Sim influence life changes. Your Sim can do these things to cause life changes for neighbor Sims. Trash talk one Sim to another, which will greatly reduce the relationship between those two neighbor Sims. Try to get two grown up Sims or two teen Sims to form a romantic relationship. Try to convince a Sim in a relationship to dump or divorce their romantic partner and encourage an unemployed neighbor Sim to find a job. So that's pretty cool. And then new aspirations. So we're getting a new aspiration. To celebrate these new and improved gameplay moments, we're adding two new aspirations. Neighborhood confident is for Sims who aspire to be a helpful and positive presence in the life of neighborhood Sims, making friends neighbor Sims, making friends and guiding other towards life changes will earn the new confident trait, which increases the chance of conversations being pleasant. Ever had a conversation turn boring or awkward in the middle of a party? Confident Sims are less susceptible to these mood killers. And then the other one is Villainous Valentine. Is for Sims who aspire to destroy the love lives of all Sims, including their own. Have your Sims break up with someone, have them break up other couples. Sims that walk this deviant path will earn the new Twisted Heart trait, which makes all sad and embarrassed moodlets decay faster and provides a little bonus social when performing mean or mischievous socials. Twisted Heart Sims simply TGAFB, which, as we all know, stands for Don't Give a Freezer Bunny. All this new and improved gameplay is available to everyone as part of the base game, which is awesome. It doesn't require any additional content to fully experience everything here. Also works with existing saves, no new game required. So, you guys, this story progression comes on November 30th. I am so excited and I cannot wait. So, for autonomous life changes, a neighbor Sims consider them depending on factors like traits, meaning not all Sims will consider every life change. You'll need to wait for neighbor Sims to consider a change, but having Sims with more friends at higher relationship levels will increase the chance for life changes to happen. We've really tried to balance neighbor Sims life changes happening at an interesting pace without being too spammy or repetitive. Let's talk about the future neighborhood stories by returning to the main goal. Bring more life to neighbor Sims that live outside the active household. In a future update, we will release that goal more broadly with the following: life changes for all neighbor Sims with or without relationship in the active household. Just because my Sims don't know anyone in particular or the households doesn't mean that household isn't also changing. Gameplay settings to tune a life changes neighbor Sims can and cannot have. Controls are layered, allowing a mix and match of rules down to individual households. Neighborhood story settings are on pre-save basis. This family those familiar with The Sims 3 are probably reminded of story progression. Both story progression and neighborhood stories allow Sims all over the game to experience life changes. However, I want to highlight two key differences. Okay, you guys. So I have only played The Sims 3 like very little. I think I only have like the base game and two other packs, and I can't even remember the packs that I have. Don't hate The Sims 3. It's just I got to know The Sims when I was like 13, and that at that time the Sims that I played was the Sims 2, and I was always having a blast. I got so obsessed with the game that I would get back home from school, and that's the only thing I wanted to do. I wanted to just play and play and play the whole time. And oh my god, nobody could take me out of that PC. I was always sitting there playing that game. My mom would call me to go get a shower, and I was just like, okay, mom, in just a little bit. But it was like 9 p.m., and I was still playing that game. And well, that is the story. After that, I think the CD that it was my cousin's girlfriend. She was the one that showed me The Sims, and I am so grateful. Thank you. um, I had like so much fun. Like I was going through a rough time by that time, and she showed me those The Sims, and it was like an oasis. It was to get away from anything and everything that was happening around me. Also, having them in the house by that time was like, it was nice because it helped me just get out of whatever was happening around in my house. But yeah, The Sims was an oasis, and it still is. Nothing bad happening in my household right now. Is amazing with my kiddos and everything and my husband. But it's still an oasis. It's like where you go when you wind down at the end of the day. But yeah, so I don't really know much about The Sims 3. I hear my friend talking about like really good. I don't like the way The Sims look on The Sims 3. It's not my favorite, but I do like some of the features that the game has. I like some features of The Sims 3 and stuff, but I'm not really that familiar with the game. Um, I do want to get more familiar with it. I was trying to play it the other day, but like since I'm so used to the graphics of The Sims 4, it's kind of like, for me. But like it shouldn't be because I like playing The Sims 2. I still play The Sims 2 once in a while, like, you know. But enough about that. I'm gonna keep reading this. Those familiar with The Sims 3 are probably reminded of story progression. Both story progression and neighborhood stories allow Sims all over the game to experience life changes. However, I want to highlight two key differences. Story progression is one giant step that can only be turned on or off, leaving many players feeling like they must choose between a chaotic world and a boring one. Neighborhood stories add to rich gameplay settings. I mentioned above alleviating the issue while solving the goal for the goal. You choose how neighborhood stories affect your game. Story progression can affect a wide range of factors in The Sims 3 at the start. Neighborhood stories will have a much smaller range of life changes. This is because most of the work we're doing now is on the underlying system that drive these life changes. Plus the gameplay settings we just talked about, that means better tools to create better gameplay, but first we have to do the work. And then they just leave like a little note here, and they're like, oh, that was a lot. I hope this provides a good look at neighborhood stories now, and that you are just as excited as I am for what's coming. And definitely am very excited about this. This is awesome. Because like sometimes you're playing with your family, like the household that you're playing in, and everything around you just looks kind of the same, unless you have mods, like MC Command Center and stuff like that. But if you only have like the base game and you don't use mods or anything, this is perfect. This is really good, and I am excited. I can't wait for this to come out. I cannot wait for the 30th and what's coming out next. So I'm happy. I'm very, 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 very excited about this, you guys. So I hope you guys are excited about it as well. They also talk on the I changed of topics really quickly. They also spoke about the new kit that's coming. I am not a fan of everything, but they do have a like really, really like some really nice outfits and stuff in the kit. But yeah, that's pretty much all they spoke about. And they're also bringing some new items for building by mode. What we saw is nothing humongous. It's just some stuff it looks more for like the holidays and stuff. They have like some I'm sorry, I can't say. They have some new stuff. They had like a little bow and decorative for the fireplace, like the fireplace tools, and some other stuff. Fruit cake. They have fruit cake now for the build and buy mode, and my tongue's getting twisted. And I think some other stuff for like recipes, cooking recipes. So that is awesome. And yeah, you guys. If any of you saw the live, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. And I cannot wait for November 30th so that we get this. I cannot wait for November 30th. So I am very excited, you guys. So I'll leave this here. I have talked for quite a while because I'm very excited, and I hope you guys are having a nice time here chatting with me. So yeah, you guys, I'll see you on another video, and have a nice afternoon wherever you are, night, day, morning. So I'll see you all on my next video.